Kaboom! Hey, what's going on, folks? Ty here, Bench Card Media. So, because of some flight issues, 2 days in a row, I was unable to make the show this year, and I was pretty bummed about that for obvious reasons. But if you haven't checked out Mike's great video, Mike and Matt's video that they put out yesterday, outstanding kind of summary of the first couple days, walking around talking to dealers and giving you a really good experience. This morning, I had the chance to chat with Marcel for a few minutes. Marcel's running the Awesome Card Shop booth in conjunction with the Card Flip, and just gave me 15 minutes of his time, summarized kind of what day one and day two were like, what to expect day three and day four. He also dropped a couple of interesting nuggets. One, just about what's happening in the hotel lobbies, and then also just his take on what people are asking for. Not just specific players, because there are a few players that you're like, wait, what? That's the most asked about player. But also just what to expect when it comes to negotiating on the floor. So if you're out there for today's session, Saturday, or tomorrow, the last day of the show, some good takeaways and some ideas for you to negotiate a little bit better. But overall, very interesting. Lots of great takeaways. We're gonna have plenty of things to talk about once the show ends tomorrow, in terms of what this means for the hobby and really what the overall feedback's been for just this new version of the National Card Show. So anyway, enjoy the conversation with Marcel. Forgive the bandwidth issues. Obviously, he's in the convention center where the bandwidth is really, really tough, but we made it work. So enjoy the conversation. Well, let's get to it, man. So tell me, you're day 3 into the actual show, right?
Yes.
Summarize day 1 and day 2. And I know we've texted back and forth. It's been insanity. I think were your words, like something you've never seen before. But for those that haven't partaken in any of this, day 1 and day 2, summarize.
Day 1 and day 2. Well, so basically, hold up a sec. I want to sit down here. Okay. So day 1. So we showed up here on a sneak peek is Wednesday, and that's where they allow the public to enter at about 4 o'clock for a couple of hours. That's on Wednesday. We showed up here on a Monday. We set up on Tuesday, and what was interesting was at this year's show, more so than all the other years, when I came here on Tuesday to set up, I'd say 60 or 70% of the guys were already set up. People showed up here on Sunday, I'm guessing, set up on Monday, and dealers were transacting with themselves full blast on Tuesday. Like 60% of the room was fully transacting on Tuesday. Corporate wasn't set up. Those guys, they're setting up really big booths, and they weren't set up yet, but it's just people wanted to get it on early.
No kidding. So the show kicked off officially on Thursday, so the retail folks could come in on Thursday. How was that Thursday compared to previous day ones of events?
Oh yeah, so Thursday was nuts. They let those people in, and it was like an ocean of people. It was like Lollapalooza in here, man. It was insane. Our Thursday felt like a Saturday. Historically, the biggest day of the show is Saturday. Obviously, people have the weekend off, and there's no work, and for a lot of people, there isn't any work. And Saturday is usually a huge day. That was Thursday. Thursday, you could not walk in here. It was elbow to elbow. And so,
as a dealer, though, what was your perspective? And it sounds like there was a lot of folks trying to sell cards, probably more so than ever. Was it a good balance of buying and selling? What was the vibe?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of selling going on. I've had the best show I've ever had. This show's just been amazing. But I've never had that many people try to sell to me. We're talking about We're talking about every 45 seconds, every minute to minute and a half. Somebody walks up and says, "Are you buying?" Look, here's my booth right now. We got somebody right here trying to sell to us. And oh, by the way, that's the new thing. That's the new thing. Everybody's got a briefcase. Everybody's got a little briefcase that holds 3 rows of graded cards, right? The whole floor has those. Everybody, and they all walk up. You want to? You buying? You buying? You buying? And they pull out their cards. Yeah. Oh, we got a question here. Let's see. Yeah.
I've never seen a creative.
I'm broadcasting.
Oh, what's
Is there
going
a
on?
question?
What's
Yeah.
the lowest on this one?
What's the lowest on that? 1,600. Yep.
No hesitation. Look at you, like a walking ledger.
So, hey, this has been a great show. I just went to sign up for my booth for next year, and slim pickings. Everyone's maxing out their booth space. People who had enough priority that are allowed to do it. People are if people used to take 2 booths, they're trying to get 3. If they used to take 3, they're trying to get 4 for next year's show.
Wow. What are your expectations for day 3 and 4? So this is historically the busiest day. You said. What are you expecting today and tomorrow? What are you really looking out for?
I think that today is going to be an incredible day. I'm really looking forward to selling one of my mammoth cards. There's a lot of people who've been eyeing the. I've got some Mike Trout's updates, PSA 9s and 10s, and a diamond, and a Walmart blue, and I think that some of those guys might come back. But I was going to tell you something that's interesting. You said, what are your hopes for today? Oh, you want to know what the most popular, so just take a guess. What do you think is the most popular name? People are walking up to my booth, and when they ask for a card, what do you think is the most popular name they're asking for?
Ohtani.
Not even close.
Who?
Just take one more guess. Just one more.
What sport? Give me the sport.
That'll give it away.
Okay. With that, they'll give it away. Zion.
So check this out, man. I haven't been asked for a Zion. I've been asked maybe once or twice for an Ohtani. I've been asked every 20 minutes. Do you have any Herberts? Herbert, off the board. Every 20 minutes, someone's walking up to the booth. Do you have a Herbert? Do you have any Herberts? How much is this Herbert? Can you do any better on this Herbert?
Wow.
Herbert. So, and I just think being here and people being able to see that live, I think it says something about what's going to happen to the Herbert market any moment now. I mean, it's going to explode. People got high hopes for that guy.
No kidding. Well, we've been talking about last year's football, the wax market dropped considerably, and maybe it's an opportunity. So you didn't bring any wax to the show, right? You're singles only this show.
Yeah. So I mean, I came here, to talk to people about the card flip. Wait, how do I do this? I came here really to talk to people about the card flip and to sell cards. I left all my wax at home. Bringing wax for West Coast dealers has never really worked out, right? You gotta ship your whole store over here. I mean, if you're on the East Coast and you can, pack up a U-Haul and drive down here. And I suspect that's one of the reasons the National is always here, right? Where is Steel City? Where is David Adams? Where is Blowout? These guys who really make the show pop off, because Hobby Box is such a big part of the show. They're all on the East Coast.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so for folks that are heading out there today and tomorrow, what tips would you give them to get better deals with guys like you on the dealer side?
To get better deals.
What's the going rate? I mean, what should they expect to sell a card for below eBay comps?
Oh, so here's the deal. So at a card show, this is my opinion. People are always willing to pay more for the most part than they would at a card shop because a lot of these guys are show dealers. They're not expecting to sell the card on eBay. So a lot of card shops are looking to sell the card on eBay. They don't have the walkthrough traffic that show dealers do. So they buy, if I buy a card at my shop, I'm probably gonna have to put it on eBay. The chances of someone walking in and wanting that, that Marvin Bagley PSA 10 is like slim. But if I put it on eBay, I'm gonna sell it. But the card show guys, they have walkthrough traffic all the time and all sorts of collectors. So, at a card shop, if you end up getting 65% of eBay, that's a pretty good price. Here at the show, everyone's paying 70. That's like the baseline. So people are paying 70 to 75% of eBay, and which is not so at a card shop. So if you come to a card show, get more than you do at your local card shop. I'll tell you that.
There you go. That's a great tip. What else? What should people expect today and tomorrow heading into the show outside of pure pandemonium?
I mean, I don't know. I would just remind people to come here and have a good time and slow down. It's real easy to just walk fast and glance at everything, but if you don't slow down and really look at these booths, you might miss that card you're looking for. I mean, there's so many cards. It's so easy to just keep walking and looking and walking and looking and browsing. But if you're looking for something, you need to slow down and look at the displays. You need to ask. Learn to talk to us show doors and say, hey, do you have that Adrian Beltre? Yeah, you got to ask us if we have. Because if you try to catch it with your eye, and look at this, an ocean of cards, right? Like you just walk by and you're just looking at cards, you're never going to find that card. You got to ask the show dealer. And pack a lunch. Because the concession stand, where is it? It's right over there. The
Oh yeah.
There's much to be desired, I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's great advice. All right, so last question for you. I know you sent me a video last night of the hotel room, the hotel lobby, and I've seen a few other videos of hotel lobbies. I think it's every hotel within like a 2-mile radius of the convention center is like another show happening overnight. What is your take on that? Is that a good sign for the hobby? Is that a kind of a scary sign for the hobby? What's your take?
You know what? Well, I showed you the video yesterday, and you have a keen eye, my friend, because all those people in the lobby, we're talking about an ocean of people. People could not check in at my hotel. There was no room to check in. 11 o'clock at night, and the hotel gave them tables to sit their cars. They had a whole car downstairs. They're all like 2,500. Like they were, young adults. And I guarantee they're all guys. Oh, the other thing, those briefcases I told you about, everyone there had a briefcase. So all those guys who set up in the lobby last night, they're all youngsters that are here at the show trying to sell, wheel and deal, but they didn't have a spot at the show. So they just created their own card show. But I've been doing the National for the better part of 14 years. I've never once ever seen that in my life. And I think it's great. I think it means there's a lot more people in the hobby, and I think there's young people in the hobby. And we always, this hobby has been trying for years to figure out how to get youngsters interested. And this little explosion we've had has done that. I think it's great for the hobby.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. All right. Well, I know you got to get back to the booth. Thanks so much for giving us 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Where can folks find you? Where are you at?
We're at booths 444 and 446, the Awesome Card Shop and the Card Flip. And love to see you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Marcel. Good luck. See ya.
All right, buddy.